And Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
In my observation, there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly momentum with the defensive play.
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Dolphins defensive unit now. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit,
You took it down.
bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they're through the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down now, it's Bell. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away.
Started to look like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. Send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Redskins who have the lead in that one. Phillip Lindsay, a touchdown run in that first half. Next, we head off to check out another game. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've gone to the half in that ball game with the visiting Browns out on top. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipate.
Game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick-6. He's got Green. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Play action. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Chargers defense as they get ready to go again. They probably didn't have too much to say.
When it's going well. When things aren't going so well, that's not the line they want to hear. But right now, they are really coordinated well, making all the right plays.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Kirksey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack.
I got you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On 2nd down, Martin got some room at the 30. There goes Doug Martin. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. That's a big-time run there by Martin. 77 yards.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down, it's Martin. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here is Martin on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Doug Martin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Now, they went draw play there on 3rd down around the goal line. something you normally like to see, Charles?
Oftentimes, people are prepared for a pass in this situation, so the draw is a good call, but it's better when you usually have a lead blocker. If you don't have a fullback, you can use your H-back to pull in front. Sometimes you pull a guard to get out in front. Maybe it's your tight end, but they find a way to create a little bit of extra space. A bit of a surprise down near the goal line, but it was effective in this situation.
Time to take a glance into what we've seen so far from Teddy Bridgewater. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see... the Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 27, Bridgewater. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll go again with Bell, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to... Almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bobby Wagner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Here's Bird to return.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout.
Keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
3 bucks.
Again, it's Bell.
Go.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's go, baby.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run on first down. Bell. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. James has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. I got motion. Right there, 54.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, Bell. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for our visitors, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And fortunately for them, that'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gunn alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Yeah, I just got blocked out.